guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be doing dehydrated raw crackers that you can use for any dips and raw cheeses that you may imagine. So it's a super simple recipe. All you need is a blender and a dehydrator. So for the recipe ingredients, we'll need half a lemon, 1/4 cup of flaxseed, 3 to 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and if you don't have nutritional yeast, you can totally skip this step. Then salt and pepper to taste, Italian herbs if you have any, if not, you can also skip this step, and 2 bell peppers. Started with blending everything together. You would want a nice, smooth consistency that is not too thick and also not too thin. I've come up with this recipe and it works for me if you have a high-speed blender. If not, you may want to add a little bit of water, but you don't want any chunks in here. You want one smooth consistency of a paste so we can lay it out in our dehydrator. Once you mix it all in, you should have one even mixture. So go ahead and grab your dehydrator sheet and pour the whole thing on it. So this will serve for one big sheet. If you want to double up the recipe so that way you're not running your whole dehydrator without anything else in it, feel free to do so. I actually am running something else in it, so that's all the room that I have. Besides, those crackers are so good, you guys. I don't like a lot of nuts, as many of you know. I'll use a knife. You can use a spatula to spread this out thin. But I don't like to use a lot of nuts. They're very fattening. I mean, they're great. I just, I put on a lot of weight eating them. So I try to stay away as much as I can. And this recipe is amazing because it does not have the fatness that you would in any kind of nut-based thing that you do. And if you're eating this with a dip, then you definitely are going to have nuts in there. So the raw vegan dips, most of the time, you're going to have nuts. And I'll go ahead and link in the description below a dip that I did last week. So make sure to check it out. It goes really well with this. It's a queso that it is really thick and creamy and will definitely add on to this recipe. Now what I'm looking for here is not to have uneven pieces. So I'll flip this over in about 12 hours or so, and I'll stick it in a dehydrator at 105 degrees. Hopefully it is not as humid overnight as it was yesterday, and I will see you guys tomorrow when this is already done. It has been 24 hours since I put my red bell pepper crackers in a dehydrator. I did forget to do something. So normally, before I put whatever in a dehydrator, I actually try to score it with my knife a little bit. So whenever I'm ready to eat it, I just break it down into pieces, and it's so much easier to do it that way as opposed to me trying to break it down. And it also looks a whole lot better too for serving. But, forgot to do that this time, so I'm just gonna break it down the old-fashioned way. And what I'm going to have with this cracker is my queso dip. I'll link that in the description below, so make sure to check it out. It goes together super well. And let's give this a try. Okay, I'm always looking for crunchiness. This is so yummy and crunchy. It definitely adds a flavor profile of a cracker, but there's nothing bad to it, and you can still taste the bell pepper. Now, once I dip it into my queso dip, guys, you don't need chips. I promise you, you don't need all that processed food. This is so good, delicious and creamy, and the crackers add the extra crunchiness that we're always looking for. And it's just an amazing recipe. I hope you guys give this a try and like it as much as I do too. If you want any more videos like this, stay tuned. I'll be posting my raw vegan onion cream cheese and a few other recipes on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do that now. Don't forget to turn on the notification button and drop a like.